By the way, you guys can hear me right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Should we wait for everyone's in already, right? Yeah, okay, can. Then I think, shall we start? Amon, do you want to start the broadcasting? I saw Daryl inside. I think everyone is inside already. Yeah. Amon, you started the broadcast already or haven't?
Hello? I start already.
Oh, can hear you already finally.
I start already.
Can. Okay, let's start. Okay, so today's session will be on packet analysis, different from the previous Erised, because this is a guest section, and so the content can be found in this GitHub repo. So everyone has their Wireshark installed and clone the repo already. Yep. Okay, then I will go ahead already. So in this session, we'll be actually looking at three different caps and looking through how to use Wireshark per se, like all the tiny tricks and techniques. And actually, this is just an introduction only, so it will be rather simple. So here it goes. So the first one will be on the baby cap. So this one, just open the pcap. And let me see. So this is Wireshark, and if you notice, this is just it can be quite messy from a first glance, but actually you can roughly separate into three different segments. The packet segment, the main one. Then you have the packet information, all the headers, all the content, and lastly all the raw information here. So normally when we do analysis, we'll just like drag down wherever we need to do all the stuff we need. So this is pretty easy. And of course, Wireshark, you can use it to capture packet traffic, but for this section, I already capture the traffic beforehand. So here it goes. And one thing is, when you first start, you will find it very messy, and you may not, from one look, you may look at, what is this HTTP, what is this DNS, and so on. So uh, normally what we do is whenever we saw something interesting, and we can just try to probe further, and we can just do something like a follow TCP stream. So okay, here we got actually more information. So what exactly is this TCP stream? So basically is whenever you want to follow this TCP stream is what happened when at the application layer, what the application will see when they receive the network traffic. So for this case, it so happened that it's a HTTP traffic. So we will see all the like HTTP header, please get the slash, which is the index page, and it will reply with a HTTP OK, and finally it will respond with the HTML code, which your browser in the end will render it. So this is what your browser receives in that essence, something like that. Yeah. And if you notice, there are like red color, blue color. What exactly are these color coding? So these are like what you send out and what you receive. For example, I can filter it to be like from one end to the like what I send out or what I receive, something like that. So let's clear it. Let's go back to this panel. Just now I didn't go into a very good introduction. So in this packet capture, these are all the packets I captured so far. So there's quite a lot. You had the source IP, the destination, the protocol, and other miscellaneous information. So this is roughly okay. And of course the timestamp. Yep. So another thing is because sometimes it's so difficult to actually analyze it. Sorry, I didn't saw the HTTP chat. Yeah, it's the entire stream. Yeah. So if you see this, it's actually like your what you send out and what you receive in the end. So it's entire thing. All packet of the string is still the. What do you mean by all packet of the string? So essentially, this is the entire packet that you actually receive. Or you are saying about all the headers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, you guys can hear me? You guys can hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
like you see the filter there, right? That automatically applies when he click follow TCP stream. So I guess this answers your question. So this is how you see the packets.
Yeah.
It's basically you can use the filters if you want to do it programmatically.
Okay. Can.
Okay, to you.
So okay. So the other thing is sometimes it's very messy to analyze it. So there is this very neat feature in Wireshark that you can actually try to make things more logical for you, hopefully, which is under this analyze expert information. And if you notice, there's this thing called a chat. So this essentially is all the like all the what is going through. So you, for instance, you can see there's a get the index page, get some other stuff, and all kinds of stuff that I actually basically this is what happened when I try to serve insecure.org. You can see that they fetch a lot of images and so on, and yeah. And if you notice at the end, what is this weird thing like server port generatory? This is not HTTP traffic. This is actually some other network traffic. Yeah. And let me see. So let's try to investigate what exactly is this thing. So everything in Wireshark, you can practically right click and see what other options you can do and do a lot of stuff. You can like apply this as a filter, or you can straight away find this frame. So in this case, I just want to find this frame so that I know what exactly is happening here. So yep, fine, and yeah. So again, it's a bit messy. So follow TCP stream for the win. So you notice that this is actually a telnet session, and I actually captured the entire session of my logging into another machine. So you can see login, Cosmo, password, hey there. Then I got this login welcome message, and finally exit. So one thing is notice that why there are like duplicates letter like CC, OO, SS, MM, OO, and even for exit. Anyone know why? Anyone? Telnet cannot backspace? I think I don't know. I seldom use Telnet. I always use SSH. So what exactly happened is that because if you notice the password right, it doesn't have this HHEEYY because every time you type a C right, then the server responds back with you with a C. So it's like a two-way thing. So for instance, if you just look at a single conversation, you notice like this is what I sent over. So this is just like Cosmo, but whereas this is the entire packet, so it include the what I send over and what I receive. That's why you will see this Cosmo thing, and yeah, including the exit, you also see these duplicates. So this about this for TCP stream also. And another useful thing about this TCP stream, you can actually look at like ASCII. Yes, there is color difference, red and blue. Yeah. So there are like hexstamp. This can be very useful later on, and of course raw and yeah, some other stuff. So this is roughly the gist of this baby capture. Anyone has any questions so far? It's just another view whereby for you to actually view things in another perspective per se. Because rather than scrolling through like for instance, I mean thousands and thousands, 1298 packets, right? You can have like a more like a high level view, something like that. It's just actually what it's meant for more convenience for me because I'm pretty lazy to scroll through, so this can be help me to isolate them. I think group them by like a stream or something like that, like a per stream. Because you see these are actually a single stream. Let's see. No. I think the start of the stream. Actually, I don't know exactly how they classify, but well, it's useful to me. Yeah. Okay.
Hey Junhao, you
Yeah.
can also show if they like want some more control over what to like look at, right? You can show the statistics or like for example go statistics, go to conversations.
Conversation.
Then you can see all the TCP streams and stuff.
Yeah. Something, and of course you can follow stream.
So it makes it easier to go like stream by stream. The expert info I think is just a guess at what is happening.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Any more question before we move on to the next one? Okay. So for the second one, on the maybe port scan, so this is actually what I do is I port scan a machine and I capture the entire packet. So maybe you all like would like to find out like which port are actually open just from this packet time. Yeah. Just take note that normally if you have a like a normal TCP handshake is a sing egg. So from a packet dump you actually can try to note you can observe this actually port scan what is happening and you may actually guess that some port are open and some port are actually not open. So you all may want to like try out, or you all find anything just throw in Slack and yeah. Mm. So anyone lost? There's more than one port. Oh, there's more than one port open. There is about four, I think. I don't really apply the egg filter. You have to go and look through how their syntax work like. But from visual inspection, you may actually find it because I scan it sequentially. Anyone lost? Yep, four ports. Although the last port is very weird. I don't. Yeah. Yep, correct. These are the four ports. The yeah. I see. Mon give a nice filter there. Ah, yeah. Okay. So you saw this. Everyone know how Emo actually come up with this filter. Why he put like sing equals to one and act equal to one. Yep, current is correct. Mm, I would say that sing egg is more of a safer bet, I guess, since you sing egg, and Imon, which you are saying filter in depth or just oh okay. So in normal port scanning, there is this thing, the open, the close, and the filtered one. For the open one, normally they will like once you send a sync, it will respond with a sync egg. And for the closed one, I think it will send back a RSD if I'm not wrong. Actually, yeah, then filtered one they will not send back anything. Am I right, Amon? I can't remember. Yeah. Payload. So when you actually establish a handshake, you before you send the payload, you have to do a handshake, right? Like do a sync egg and so on. Then before sending all your data. So yeah. Uh oh. But definitely the first two sync and sync egg is definitely there. Yep. You can even send weird stuff like all kinds of flag. Like there is things like Xmas scan whereby they set some very weird flags and send over. But you will probably just get a RST back because it's not a valid handshake per se. And all this actually applies to TCP, so UDP is another story. If I didn't remember wrongly, UDP don't really respond if you send the wrong stuff. Yeah, that is Xmas scan, very weird stuff. That Scene scan, connect scan, stealth scan, yeah, and so on. X scan. So in stealth scan, right, normally in a full TCP three-way handshake is what happens, you send a sync, uh, they will respond with sync egg, and finally you do a egg. But in the stealth scan, right, they actually miss out on the last step. so that you don't establish a full three-way handshake. This is to bypass some of the IDS filtering and so on. So you just sync, receive SYNC, and that's it. Yeah, and send a RST or something like that. Basically, you don't establish a full three-way handshake. Yeah. So normally I use stealth scan a lot. Okay. Yeah. UDP MAT doesn't really perform very well on UDP. Normally it's other scanners. Normally firewall don't really lock down, but I don't know for those advanced next generation firewall, I think they may actually lock down all this stuff. But for the typical one, they don't. Yeah, nowadays the market got a lot of fanciful next generation stuff. Yep. Any more question? Yeah. So, by the way, yeah, let me see. By the way, do you know how to observe that how do you know that this packet is actually doing a port scan per se? If I didn't tell you beforehand, like I just show you a random packet and ask you to analyze it. How do you know that someone is doing a port scan? I would say actually for me, right, I will take a look at which port they are connecting to. If you notice, they are like for this in this case is sequential ports, but even if it's random port, right, you can notice that if the attacker keep on probing a lot of different ports, you can guess that they are doing some like port scanning thing. Like you see, this is like probing 1 all the way to 10, 11, 12, 13, and all the way to yeah. So if you notice, they are like trying to probe our ports. This is actually a typical behavior of a port scanner. Although they may choose to scan one port, but that's another story. So yeah, okay, that's all for this packet. Any other queries? So oh, I totally forget about another thing is open the packet again. So which part does not look sequential to you for the port scan packet? Yeah, so you try to visualize in this way is your scanner or port scanner you are scanning another machine, so you try to send out multiple packet like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in between the machine will actually respond back with something already like RST RST RST, so you will see this overlay inside. But normally a scanner don't scan sequentially. In this case, I actually make it sequentially so that it look more obvious. But you just visualize it as like you send something, someone must respond somewhere in between, so there will be some gap in between. Yeah. Okay, so just now I think Imon already briefly used the filters, and I just want to make it more concrete. Like how can you use the filters to some typical basic stuff you can do with filtering. So I will actually go back to the baby cat since there are more is there are more packets there. So typically, if you want to like look for a certain protocol in a packet, like for example HTTP, you can just use like this kind of filter to filter down. So this will filter all the HTTP protocols, DNS, so you can like avoid all the others not useful stuff that you may not need and so on. So you can type even like TCP, and it will show you all the TCP thing. And not only that, sometimes you want to look for like a specific machine. For instance, you want to look for like let's say all the communication that involve this certain IP address 192.168.163. So one useful filter will be like IP.address equal to one. No, and this will show you all the packets that involve this machine. So you see this is like 63 here, 63 here. So both source and destination per se. And of course there are like other stuff like you can do sorry, not this. Yeah. The source, and also you can use the destination and so on. And if you want, you can do like you can have multiple link like so like IP.address equals something and something something and something or something. So there's this and operation or operation and not operation. So this is just a very actually just to introduce you the filters. And if you want, you can take a look at their various expression, which is I would say pretty huge. Then and I seldom really go through that. But if you want, take a look at that. Oh, I usually slam my keyboard. That's why my keyboard is going to spoil soon. But oh well, it's a mechanical keyboard, so really, you you ask wrong, so I usually slam my keyboard. Oh, my birthday coming soon. Thank you. Okay, I'll give him one the cheap one. I want mechanical keyboard, good one. Amon, you can give it crappy one. Okay, anyway, shall we continue? The last one. So this one is also pretty short, I would say. Babyfile.pcat. So this is the entire packet capture. So basically, I just capture I think one stream and one or two stream, and that's it. So maybe you all like take a look and explore what is happening in this packet first before I go through what exactly is in this packet. Yeah, give you 1 minute while I go toilet. You all try to explore and see what is happening in this packet. Why are you using such a weird keyboard? You're just weird. And it's time to clean your keyboard. Strong authentication, what do you mean by that? Is it because of forward secrecy? I don't know. Ishan reply so slow, man. That one I don't know. Anyway, you guys take a look at the packet already. What thing? How do you sniff people's shoulder? I took it under Hugh Anderson, so yeah, Hugh Anderson was very good. What sticker? Yes, Kayan, that one is get accessing a web page. Yep. Anyone know how to extract this PNG? I mean, it make no sense if he can't extract it and see what is it, right? How you call the unicorn engine one? Anyway, back to the one. So anyway, back to the packet capture. So if you notice that this is actually just a simple HTTP request, I just say I want to get the index page, and it responds back with a HTML page which is hello, what is this, and yeah, and with the picture.png. So down the line, you see that this junk or garbage stuff that you can't even, you don't know what is it, something like that. So so let's take a look at um, so yeah, of course there's PNG. And even if you take a look at the header, right, like you get this picture and you try to like respond back, you notice that Wireshark actually detect it as PNG. Yeah. So let's take a look. So do you know how to actually like identify a file is what is a file and how do you extract a file just based on like a hexa code, although that's an easier way. Kaiyuan, it has a PNG file inside. So we are, in this case, we want to extract this file. Yeah. But anyway, just some theory side, although you can use a lot of all kinds of tools. So a typical like a file will have a file header per se. So and sometimes we have a trailer. So this is to tell how do you distinguish whether what file format is it or not. So in the case of a PNG, right, it actually start with this bunch of hexa, and it usually end with this bunch of hexa. So when you are given a raw hexes dump. If you want to like extract out a PNG, you can just take a look at identify the starting point, ending point, cut it out, and just save it somewhere. But in Wireshark, it's easier because they actually identify this PNG for you. So what you can do is you can actually just go to that packet that has the PNG, which is like get here, then I respond back with the PNG. And of course, you take a look at this thing here. 8950 and so on, right? This actually is the start of the PNG and this is the ending. So what we can do is we just right click, export as I think, I hope this works. Yeah, something like that. Oops, I do it wrongly. Yeah, so basically you can just like, I repeat again, so you can just go to locate the image first. So in this case, I get the image because this is just a web request, response back, take a look at their headers here and there, then you will see this PNG. I think JPEG and the rest they will actually detect it also. So Wireshark actually does it nicely for you. So they actually highlight the entire image. So just like export it out. Like, and yeah, you got it. So this you decode it and you will get your flag. So folks, that's all for this session. Any question? Amon can start a skippy session next time. Yep, correct. Oh, there's a small spelling mistake, but never mind. In the complete. Yep. Anyone has any question before I close the session? Yep. No problem. Yeah, sure. Imon, you want to stop the broadcast?